Hey all, hi, I am Joe with Click to Restore. I'm a brand ambassador for Redesign with Prima, and I wanted to come on live because I was doing something really interesting and fun, and I wanted to, show you guys how I'm doing this because of the love you share when I share my post on the group. So I wanted to come on here and just go ahead and finish this piece that I'm working on with you guys. So this is a cabinet that I'm working on for a friend client, and I blended this whole piece in a few YSL colors. There are 6 colors that I used on this piece and painted on. And then she wanted something peacock, so I went ahead and I used this transfer that is Peacock Dreams on this piece, and I basically cut out the feathers of the peacock from here, this one, and I used this peacock from the transfer, and I put it on this piece. So once it's all done, what I did is I sanded it lightly with surf prep a sponge. This is a good nice sponge for sanding your pieces. So I sanded it down, then put on my transfer, and then went ahead and sealed this piece with YSL varnish. So this piece is all sealed and it's all ready. But what I did is, when you join in, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. It's good to know where you are viewing from. So what I did, this is how it looks like. I went ahead and I painted the inside of these drawers. So these are drawers. 2 on the top, the smaller ones, and 2 large drawers here. I'm not showing you the entire piece because I've done the stencils that side, and once I finish this, I will be showing you the entire thing. So I went ahead and I blended the inside too in navy and green, and what I'm going to do is I want to do a stencil that just complements the outside, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to be using this stencil. This is the new stencil from the winter release. This is called Dandelions, and you can see this is a small size, and this is a stencil that I will be using on the drawer here. And I will show you how you can work with the waxes. This is the wax I will be using. It's the Decor Wax. It's eternal, and this is how it looks like. So the trick is these are oil-based waxes. They need not be sealed, so you can use this directly on your piece. Once it's sealed and it's all ready, you can use these waxes and they are good to go. You need not go back and seal them again. So as you hop on, let me know if you have any questions, and I will be going and finishing up this piece with you and showing you how it's gonna turn out. So I'll just pull out this drawer, and this is all sealed, so if anything happens, then I have to go back and do it all back again. So I'm using this painter's tape. It's from a dollar store, but you can use any painter's tape that you like. And what I'm going to just pull you a little forward and just show you how it's going on. So I will just go and put it on the side here. So this line you see on right here at the end, I will align it here and on the top. And I would just go and tape it very carefully on the sides. So once it's on, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be using this brush. It's a flat brush. So whenever I'm doing stencil, I make sure my tip is flat so that the wax or the paint doesn't smudge in. So I will just take a tiny bit of wax on the tip, and then I will just go and start to stencil. So I'm just put the tape on these corners, but I'm just going to hold this like right here, and I'm gonna just move the brush in the circular motion and stencil the pattern. So this is how I typically do it. It won't smudge. I will show you once it's done and how it looks like. And I'll also show you the end product. How does that look? It's looking pretty amazing, and it's kind of matching in, blending in with the peacock transfer that I have used on the outside. So I will be making a full IGTV. I post my videos on IGTV and YouTube, and there are tons of IGTV videos on my Instagram and on Redesign with Prima Instagram, where you can go and take a peek and I will be showing you how to blend a piece, how to design it with the transfer and the stencil. So it will be all in one video, and they are like 8 to 10 minutes video, very short videos where you can learn a lot of stuff on painting. And I usually paint bigs, like not the smalls and not the DIYs, but basically furniture. So every time you see me live here, I'm usually with the piece that I'm working on, and most of them are client pieces. So I'm very happy my friend chose this design, and I'm doing the same look for the second time. And I do want to thank each one of you because you showed so much of love to me on my first similar piece. So I just go and take this out, and you can see. Can you see how beautiful and nice and even it comes out? And the thing is, it just dries in a few minutes, so it'll be all good to go. And this is sealed already. But if you want, once it's completely dry, you can go back again and seal the waxes with the top coat. But if you don't want to, it's fine. You don't have to. So what I'm going to do is, once it's done and I want this a continuous stencil pattern, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put this stencil back up on the pattern where I left. So once it's on here, I will go and put the tape back here again. And I'm going to hold this, grab this on this corner. And again, I'm going to show you, here is the wax. Okay. So I will go back and tip it into the wax, just a tiny bit of wax here, and I will go back and again stencil the pattern. So you have to make sure you're taking a very tiny bit of paint, metallic paint or wax when you're doing your stencil, so that it doesn't bleed through. And if I'm using a paint, I mostly use roller from Redesign with Prima. It's an amazing roller. But when I'm using waxes, I use the brushes. You can find them with your closest retailer. They come in a set of 3, but I think you can buy the individual ones also. And if you can't find on the retailer, I've left my link on the post above. You can go and order your stencil brushes and rollers, and this stencil too is available. It's a new release, winter release, and I just love it. It's very beautiful. It's called Dandelions, and it's a pretty nice stencil. So I'm making sure I'm just moving my brush on the entire stencil and the pattern so that it covers evenly. But again, I like more natural distress kind of a look and not very clean. And so you can see how it's looking on blue. But what I have done is, let me just move this up. Now you can see. What I've done is I blended this whole piece. So let me close this and show you. This is the outside. So I've used the Peacock Dreams transfer on this. I blended the entire piece. On the sides also there is a transfer. And on the front it looks like this. So, hey Roz! So I blended this whole piece. I put the Peacock Dreams transfer here, and this is how the inside looks like. I blended the insides, and now I'm using the Dandelion stencils because I just feel the pattern looks more like a peacock leaves, and it just kind of blend in all together. So I will go ahead and finish this so that you can just see how it looks like. So again, I will go back and I will put the stencil right back on here. And I will go and stencil this. So if you have any questions for me regarding stencil or wax or metallic paints or any kind of stuff from Redesign or any paint, you can ask me here. I will answer them for you. Or I will go back and answer if I miss on any questions. So I'll just go and, hey Katrina. So I will show you, I'm just going to dip it again, a little bit of wax on this, and just go in circular motion. And you can see the design on this is pretty small, so it takes a bit more time. And also brush takes more time than a roller. So if you're rolling on your paint, it's much faster. When you're brushing, you take a little bit of paint or wax so that it doesn't smudge and it comes out clean and nice. So whenever you're stenciling, yes, you need to have patience and some more time compared to transfers or tissue paper or rice paper. So I've used a stencil on another dresser, a nursery dresser, and the tutorial on that is on my IGTV. So if you would like to see how you can use paint and roll on the paint with stencils and what's the trick behind no smear and smudges, then you can check my YouTube or IGTV for that. So I'm going to take this off and see. So what do you think? I want to, you know, since you guys are here, just let me know what you think of the entire combination. I posted on my stories on Instagram and I asked everyone to vote and help me. And this is what came out of all the votes, that I'll blend and use the transfer and then this stencil. So most of them voted for stencil on the inside. That's why I went ahead and I did the stencils instead of the transfer or decoupage. I felt that if I would have used another transfer on this or the same transfer, it would have been too busy. So that's why I went ahead and I did this. So you can see there is a little feather here I used on the top. So I'll go ahead and finish this and let you go. So if you see, this portion is right here. Now, till now I was using until this part, but now I'm going to be using the full stencil because this is going to cover this whole part and finish the work much faster. So I'm going to put this here and I'm going to be pulling out this tape from here, okay? And now this is going to be a little tricky, but we can do it. So once it's on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tape. And like I said, the wax dries really fast. I'm going to go and put this tape on here and hold this part here. So this is how I'm going to work on this stencil. Just one tape here in this corner. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stencil this corner and then it'll be done. So they come in different colors. You can take a peek on the website, and if one of the waxes, the colors is unavailable, you can ask your retailer, they can order for you. And they are all oil-based and they're amazing. They have great pigmentation and they are just beautiful. They come in different color, but I tend to use a lot of golds and Eternal is my favorite. I'm gonna move my hand up because I'm doing this corner now. So once I know this whole part is covered, I'm just going to move my finger down here and just do this corner. And since it's a small stencil, it's easy to hold it and, you know, work around with it compared to the bigger stencils. So I know I covered all of it, it's all done. So I'm gonna pull this off. And now you see it, the tape here, it's a tiny bit of tape now, but you see it doesn't pull off any waxes because the wax dries really super fast. So it's all intact here. And you can see if you work with waxes, there is hardly any, wax that settles on here, and it's easier to clean. You know, you can just wipe it out with a paper towel and you're good to go. Compared to paint, when you're painting, you have to wash your stencils. So it's all done. And you can see it's like I said, the pigment is really beautiful and you can still see the gold against the green. So I'm just going to push it and it's all done. It's sealed and the wax is all oil-based, so I need not seal it. So this is done. And just move you back so you can see how it's coming along. So my peacock piece is just ready. And I want to really come on live here and do these stencils with you and show you how it looks like. So I will be going ahead and I will be doing these stencils on the base. But I can just go ahead and show you how it looks against the blue. So I will move you forward here. And I will show you how it looks against the blue. You can already see it here, but it just comes out so beautiful on the blue. So again, you can see that this is the back side of the stencil, and this is how you figure out that this is the front side where it's written on the front. So I will just go back and again align the same way like I did on the green, and just put it here and put this tape back on here. So this tape, I think it'll probably do the entire stencil for me. So I will show you how it looks against the blue, and then I will just go ahead and finish the entire piece. So again, just going in the circular motion and putting the wax on it. So once it's done, I'll take this off, and you can see it's right on here. So some parts are heavier and some are not. So this is how it looks like. So I will go ahead and finish this entire stenciling on this piece, because I also want to make a video tutorial on this and how you use stencils with the decor waxes from Redesign with Prima. And this was the wax I was using, is Eternal, and now I think the new ones come in tube and not in a can like this, but they are all available and you can go and order for yourself. So thank you so much guys for, yay Melody, you like it. Thanks Katrina. I'm glad that you were able to join in and take a peek at this beautiful dresser that I'm working on, hoping to finish it today, and sharing some sneak peek with you guys. But I have a small video on my Instagram already if you want to go ahead and take a peek, and you can find me as Click to Restore. That is number 2. So thank you so much guys for hanging around with me, and hope this small live video was sort of help for you guys. So I will be back again on the last week of March and do something more exciting and fun with you. So have a great weekend. Bye bye.